Hi, I'm Benny, and I'm going to show you how to install your sensors into your vehicle. If your category is battery electric, you get one joule meter. If it's hydrogen, you get a second joule meter for your supercapacitor and a hydrogen flow meter. If it's internal combustion, you get a joule meter and a liquid flow meter. Install your joule meter in the motor compartment close to the battery. The little battery symbol on the input shows you which one is the correct side. Connect the other side with the little car symbol to your vehicle's electrical system. The only thing that can tap into before the joule meter is the horn. We don't want to measure how much energy you use for the safety feature. Make sure everything's fused. The only thing that can be left unfused is the starter motor. If you have a supercap in your system, you get a second joule meter, which is marked for usage with supercapacitors. The wiring is very similar as for the first joule meter. Just connect the supercapacitor the same way as you did with the battery. Mount your sensors in your motor compartment in such a way that the push buttons and LEDs are clearly visible and accessible while standing beside the car. Mount your joule meter securely with zip ties or any other means that ensure we're getting it back as beautiful as you receive it. The liquid flow meter can be mounted with zip ties or with screws that fit into the holes at the bottom of the liquid flow meter. It must be mounted vertically and below the fuel tank and the fuel injector. Turn your sensors on by simply pressing the push button. The LEDs will tell you if everything's green. Turn the sensors on before you go on track for practice and before you enter pre-race. Switch your sensors off only after your results have been recorded. Switching your sensors off too early may result in an invalid attempt. But make sure you switch off your sensors when you go back to the paddock to save battery. You can tell your charging level by looking at the battery LEDs. If the LED is green, you're good for at least 2 attempts. If it's amber, you're still allowed to go on track, but it might have turned red when you return, and if the LED is red, you're not allowed to go on track. To charge the battery, connect the charging equipment to the power outlet and to the sensor. Turn on the sensor and press the lower push button for 5 seconds until it starts blinking. To prevent damage to the sensor, the connector must be in the right angle. Remember, if it's charging, it's blinking. If it's not blinking, it's not charging. To charge a liquid flow meter is very similar. Connect the charging equipment to the sensor and the power outlet and turn on the sensor. To prevent damage to the sensor, the connector must be in the right angle. Charge your sensors every time you used them for more than 10 minutes. Now fill out the questionnaire and collect your sensors at the participant hub.